You see that trade off, then you see the trade off again. Killer Mike sweeps the rap award. The rap noms.
That was interesting.
To say the least, very interesting. Because I mean, I would have thought, you always have those noms in the Grammys where it's like they're gonna give it to this one because no one's heard it. They really did that shit this year.
No, well, that's the thing about the Killer Mike shit. It's funny. The Killer Mike album is very much an album made for the Grammys.
Okay. And
just who the Grammy voters are. The Grammy voter isn't the kid on TikTok.
Yeah.
The kid on social media. The Grammy voter. I mean, I would love to see the demographic. I'm pretty sure 35 and up, like easily. Like they're making a push to get younger voters in there, but easily 35 and up. So it's like
younger voters. That would make the noms very interesting too.
Yeah, it's like you have like Playboy Cardi nominated, and like it just get kind of a little crazy. Like I'm not mad at Killer Mike sweeping. I think a sweep was interesting, but I understand it and I get it. That's one of them albums that was made for this. It was made for this moment. No ID on the production. You have Killer Mike with Future, Killer Mike with Thug. Like it's like the juxtaposition. Like they really went out there and made an album that was an art project.
And they Future and Thug get Grammys too.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's like I feel like there's a lot of people talking shit on social media, and I'm just like, nah. Like, first of all, get active if you care, and second of all, you can't, because your favorite album didn't win. You can't downplay this album.
Yeah.
Like, your favorite album probably sold well or better, but who knows if it was quote unquote better? It's all subjective. This is a subjective thing. It's a vote.
There were some things on there that was kind of like, and as far as the nominations, were kind of like,
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing on there that I was like, oh, that gotta win instead of Killer Mike. I was like, oh shit, okay.
I would have thought. I mean, I knew they were gonna vote Drake. I would have thought that honestly, Metro would have won. That's what I thought.
Metro's a good one too, but I also think, again, Killer Mike made that album for the Academy damn near.
Yeah.
And I think the campaigning around it was that. And again, about the age demographic of it. A Metro album ain't a 35 and up album.
Yeah.
It just ain't.
It's good.
It's good, but it ain't a 35 and up album.
I saw somebody say on TikTok that Metro's album was considered a classic the day it came out, and I was like, "Where was I when that was said?" Or I was like, "It's part of. It's become this argument has become part of the TikTok kind of wash cycle at this point, where everything you scroll now is, how could you leave this classic off, or reactions to everything?" And I'm just like, that's not. I was like, listen, I really like the Metro album. I never thought it was like a classic. Okay,
I think it's a great album.
Yeah, it is.
It's up there for me of albums that came out that year.
I would have put Spider-Man over it though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Spider-Man's a great album as well. But I think we live in a reaction era.
Yes. And
then we live in a hyperbole era.
Yeah.
Like, because if y'all really thought so highly and greatly of this album, you would still be streaming it now. Yeah. It would still be in on the Hot 100 and all these places, and it's not. And
like the only one that really is like Her Loss. Like the only one that really is a smattering of songs from that album. Which again, the guy who said that was just like, Her Loss was the best Drake album we gotten in 10 years, and I was like, all right, man. I swiped up swiftly because I knew
swiped away immediately.
I said I knew what this was. I should have hit the not interested because I'm gonna see that nigga again, but I swiped up. But again, like I think we said what we had to say about the Grammys. We know, Josh said it succinctly, really greatly last year, talking about the Grammys and about their meaning to the culture and what they mean to us, and it still holds true here. It's just like, why do y'all give so much of a fuck right now about this? Like, if you really fucking care, like you said, get active. Put them, and also on the side of the artists, get active, because I don't know what's going to be nominated for this award next year.
Yeah, my thing is get active, and then also I'm not putting that much credence into the Grammys. I think I've said this on the show before. I've definitely tweeted it before. I prefer a Source Award to a Grammy. I want my culture to give me that praise and highlight.
Yep.
I'm really, I think, I've mentioned it before. Ain't shit funny. I'm really trying to turn that into an award show. I'm gonna make it the diplomatic award show. It's gonna serve the culture the correct way. So I just think those things should matter to us a little bit more, and we just don't put them on the pedestal that they deserve.
Yeah. We put other people's shit on the pedestal.
Yeah, and it's like, and no knock to anyone that won and anyone that's been nominated. That's just a hell of an accomplishment.
Right.
It could be, that can coexist with whatever else is out in the world.
Yeah.
But But yeah, I think we need to kind of take a step back and really think about what this is and what this means to us as a culture.
Yeah.
Because it's not for our culture.
Right.
So yeah, if we're accepted and we're, applauded by that side of culture, great. But it can't be our end all be all. You
Absolutely.
know, like I seen someone like, I think Travis might have mentioned something like 10 years snub.
Yeah, snubby 10 times in a row.
Yeah. And it's like, Travis, you're an amazing artist. You have created a brand and ecosystem and a community that looks up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like Travis Scott is an archetype for a kid these days.
Yeah.
Like Cactus Jack is who these kids believe in. Like that's just a religion to some of these kids.
Shoes sold out in less than 1 second.
Yeah, so it's like you can't let a Grammy make you feel any type of way.
Yeah, because it's not going to make you bigger than what you are right now.
But I get it from the validation standpoint. I get it. The greats that we love have won these things. Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones, like people we look up to. But also it's like
different era,
and it's just not for us. In that era, it wasn't really for us either.
Yeah,
like
because you gotta think like those people that you just mentioned, they were fucking unicorns.
Yeah,
to them white niggas back in the day. Like you never seen a Michael Jackson, and we never seen one since. Never seen a Quincy Jones since. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's still here.
I was gonna say I forgot who was the artist that won Album of the Year in like 1976, and he was like, "Oh God, thank you Stevie Wonder for not dropping an album this year." When Stevie Wonder was uppercutting the damn Album of the Year category each and every year, like those things felt a lot different back then. I think I appreciated a lot of how there was a lot of age talk this year. I think a lot of people that were winning for the first time. Obviously, you brought Victoria Monet, 34 years old, just got her first Grammy. Killer Mike, we brought up Killer Mike, 48 years old. Just got his first Grammy. They both talked about how important it is to just stay the course. Nas, he got his first Grammy a couple of years ago. Yeah. Even somebody who, we talk about who the culture is really for, Miley Cyrus, you would assume that she would have a lot more preference than a lot of that. 31 years old, just got her first Grammy. And her big thing when she went on stage to accept for Flowers, I think she got Record of the Year, I was like, hey, my career was pretty good even before all of this. So for a lot of the artists that are really looking up toward this, don't let this be the end all be all. I'll gladly accept this. Like, I really love that I got a Grammy, but don't let this be the end all be all, because look how long it took me throughout this huge line of career to make to where I am now.
Yeah, she made a song about Jordans with Mike Will, and now look at her.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what has Miley done to win the Grammy before this?
I mean, Flowers is definitely like the biggest song of last year, though.
I don't even know the song.
You ain't heard?
That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know a lot of these songs. Like I don't know the Taylor Swift shit. Like I listen to hip hop and R&B only, exclusively.
You ain't been in the bowling alley and saw "You Get Made Out of Flowers"?
Nah.
You had to have heard Flowers at least. Walking to CVS.
Bro,
No Walgreens.
I don't know these songs.
All right. Okay.
And it's not even me just like being a contrarian. Like I don't listen to the radio. There's really they play outside. Don't play music unless it's old music anymore. For real. Like if you think about when you're at Target or some shit, they play old.
They
shit.
play Flowers at Target, Josh.
I don't be at Target.
Yeah, they definitely play Flowers.